products you'll need to tie up the Chod rig will be a 15mm Scopex squid liver pop-up, fan gaper size 5 hook, micro rig ring swivel, a rig ring, some Chod hook link, soft taper ball beads in 6mm, and some Core Plus lead core. Take a nice decent length of the Nash Chod hook link material. The guys here at Nash, we've been playing around with this and having great success using it. Take a fan gaper size 5 hook and thread this onto the hook link from the back of the eye through towards the point. Now, to hold the hook in place, tie a knotless knot, maybe 5 or 6 turns. Now pass the hook link back through the eye of the hook from the back again through towards the point of the hook. Next, thread your oval rig ring on to the tag end and trim that tag end at an angle just to make it a little bit easier to pass back through the eye of the hook to form the D. Now push the tag end back through the eye towards the point of the hook once again, and now this will form your D, and to secure this in place, just blob down with a lighter after you've trimmed away the excess. When you blob this down, always make sure the hook link is tucked well out of the way, just to ensure that you don't damage the hook link or any other parts of the rig when you blob down the tag end. Now the next step is to attach your micro rig ring swivel to the small eye on the swivel. To do this, we use a 2-turn blood knot, very simple knot and very effective and very strong. This can take a little bit of practice if you're not used to tying these hook links. They are quite short, but just practice and you'll get there in the end. And remember, with all of these knots, you must moisten it down before you pull tight to ensure the knot doesn't slip or get damaged. To tighten this up, use your rig tying toolkit puller and pull tight like so. Now trim your tag end off up by the swivel, and again just blob down with a lighter to ensure the knot will not slip. Here's the finished rig, which should end up around 2 to 3 inches in length. The next step is to tie on your bait. Use some Nash bait floss for this. Take a nice long length to give yourself enough to play around with and make life a little bit easier. Form one large loop, pin this in place with your fingers, and then tie a smaller loop just inside the larger loop. Pass a tag end through the smaller of the loops once. Pass the tag end through a second time and pull down to fasten the knot in place. Next, take a 15mm airball pop-up. Here we're using a Nash one. Again, the buoyancy of the bait in this situation with the Chod rig is absolutely critical, so that's why we've gone for the airball. Fasten your knot down to secure the bait in place, and then just to be extra sure, tie another knot just on the top to ensure the knot can't slip. Next, to attach the bait to the rig ring, pass a tag end of your bait floss through the rig ring. Pull the bait down tight to the ring and secure in place using a couple of simple granny knots. Nothing too technical, we just want the bait to be locked securely in place on the ring. Now trim the bait floss down using your scissors, and then just blob carefully using your lighter. Ensure that all the rig is kept out of the way so you don't damage the hook link material. Now that you've got your Chod hook link finished, we'll bring in the perfect storage system for your Chod rigs, the Box Logic Chod box. Now, as you can see, the roller is perfectly formed and gives you the ideal curve on your Chod rig. Nicely made out of foam to ensure that your hooks can't get damaged, keeps them nice and sharp, and as I've said, gives you the perfect curve every time so you can have plenty of Choddies tied up ready for your session. Now you've seen how to tie and store your Chod rigs. Take one from your Box Logic Chod box and thread it onto a Nash Core Plus leader. Now this lead core's proved really effective for a lot of the Nash consultants that have been fishing with it. It's heavy, supple, absolutely ideal for the Chod rig. Next, take a 6mm diffusion camo soft rubber bead and thread this onto the Core Plus. Now always ensure that your top bead slides and moves very freely on the lead core, just so you know that should there be any crack offs or fish trailing the rig, the bead can always slide straight off the top of the lead core and ensure that the fish is left only trailing the very short Chod hook link. On the bottom of this leader, we've doctored a link clip to create a type of casting hook. This allows you to attach a weak link to ensure your lead can be ejected when you hook a fish, whilst at the same time still allows you to cast long distances. Now, as you can see with this lead core leader, we've used a short length of Core Plus down towards the lead section, and we've spliced this onto a large ring. On the other side of the ring, we've spliced a longer length of the Core Plus, and this is where your Chod link is attached. There's a small bead that we use just above the rig ring to ensure that the hook link cannot slip down towards the lead, and this dramatically reduces the amount of fish lost. There you have it, the finished Chod rig. Devastating.